Hey all, Steve from GuitarNiche here. What we have on the bench is a lovely Gibson Les Paul Special Tribute with humbuckers. Pretty inexpensive instrument for Gibson product, but it is the real deal, and that's all good. The problem we're faced with here is this unified bridge, which is wraparound style, and a great product. I mean a great mechanism for transferring energy into the body. Has a bit of an issue, and that is this stuff here, slop. See that? It drives me crazy, and it drives some other people crazy. So I set about trying to figure out, well, what's a reasonably effective, quick solution to rectifying the problem. So with a bit of tinkering, I've done this before, but I came up with a fairly low-tech solution for it, which is, washers. Now granted, I have a graveyard full of washers that I can choose from, but I'll give you the rundown on what the general idea is. Okay, so just to give you a walkthrough of what the process was, I simply took, I pulled the the stud, and I went through my graveyard of washers, and I found something that kind of filled the gap reasonably well. Yeah, there's a little bit of slop there, but we don't want it too tight because it'll bind and you'll never get it to fit properly. It has to have a center hole that is accommodating to the center shaft, which has been milled down. That's about 1/4 of an inch. This is all imperial stuff, okay? Not sure what the thread size is, but that's irrelevant. Problem is, this slop is just nuts. So I'm thinking about, do I put swap it out, put an entirely different bridge on it? Well, that's not my guitar. I wasn't directed to do so. Or anyway, point is, this is a fairly common problem I want to try to provide a solution for. Anyway, I digress. So the washer is the key. Okay, now how do we get that washer to fit into the center of our milled post? Okay, and it works like this. It's actually really straightforward. I'm going to take I have a set of side cutters here which I've sharpened. Now any kind of side or cutters of any kind that have a good sharp edge will do the same job. Okay, and I'm gonna look at the center line here, and it's gonna split the zero, so to speak. I'm just gonna cut that just like so. Okay, make sure that it's actually separated. Okay, and I have some tools here to help me along. Okay, so we know that now that is split. Okay, by the way, for this particular instrument, the thickness of this washer is about it's about 20. It's really about 20 thou or so. It says 21, but it's more like 20. Okay, because it's been deformed. But and the center is a little over 1/4 inch. That's going to be 0.027 inches, which is fine, and it's not oversized. It's going to work with the diameters of the actual post on the end and stuff like that. Anyway, back to the job at hand. So now that I have this split, okay, you can see that it's actually separated. Okay, it's almost like a lock washer sort of affair. But here's the trick. I'm going to bend up one side, and I'm going to bend up the other side. When I say bend up, I mean what I'm doing is I'm using this edge here as my defining line to take the washer and form it over to a right angle, and I will do that on both sides. I hope you're catching this. Okay, yeah, it's going to deform the crap out of it, right? You see? But here's where it gets really kind of interesting, because now it's going to act like a spring. And once I pop that on there, okay, let's see if we can get that to sit pretty. Okay, it's, you know what, it's fugly, but it works, I'll tell you that. And then once I get the, look at that. So the deformation and all this kind of stuff, look at that, it's taking out the slop. It's taking out the slop. That's the key. Okay. Now I'm gonna prise those ears so that they're a little bit more right angle, and they're, you know, a little bit more visually appealing, like it really matters. But the point is, this should work like a charm in terms of filling the gap. Now I put it on the bottom of the end stud because you know, it will be less conspicuous, etc. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the other side here exactly the same way, and I will get back to this in just a moment. I've got the posts entered, or plowed down into the body, so to speak. And I took a visual cue when I took them out as to where they would really wind up, you know, say back where they were, where the action was relatively nice. And I'm just going to take the ears, point them towards the front here, make sure that that's that. Okay, pop that on, and that is way better than it was. Okay, we'll get a little bit tighter on that. Okay. Now any slop there is absolutely minimized. This is that's pretty cool. Anyway, we'll get some strings installed and we'll see what the final result looks like. How did it turn out? Well, we'll give you a bird's eye on this. Okay. Now, granted, it still has to be adjusted for the proper height. Right now it's great for slide, but we'll give you the bird's eye about how this turned out. Overall, I would say not too bad. That's pretty cool. Otherwise, this tailpiece here was sitting like this. It was at a terrible angle. So we filled the gap reasonably well. Sorry about that. And I think, you know, if I were to go for maybe a washer that was perhaps a little bit more substantial, it would probably, you know, do that much of a better job. But as is, I'm happy with it. I can't complain. It's a heck of a lot better than it was anyway. So it turned out, you know, not too badly, I would say. Anyway, hope you like that. Now, again, the dimensions are going to depend on many variables. The you know, the size of the tailpiece stud, you know, all this architecture around the you know, the posts and stuff like that, and the type of washer you use. But the principle is sound. If I have my druthers and I can select from any number of washers, or types of washers. And of course, part of the fun is hunting for things that are going to do the job, or maybe even sanding something down. I mean, you take a washer and thin it out to the desired thickness that will do exactly the right job. This is part of the fun of making things copacetic and that much better for the purpose. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. My name is Steve from GuitarNiche. As always, have fun, play loud, have a great day. Read the description below for the free resources, etc., etc. And cheers. Thanks for coming out. See ya.